There's one. There we go. There we go. That's a good one. I'll take that little post spawner. Lunatics, what is up? We're back out on the water today. We're back out in sunny San Diego. I just got off work like literally like an hour and a half ago at the very most, hour and 15 minutes ago, but we're out on the water already. We're out sunny San Vicente, super clear water, and it's a whole lot different than Rayburn. I didn't even plan to come out and go fishing today, but yeah, I was talking to my wife on the phone. I was like, I just want to go fishing, and she's like, go. If you get off work and you go straight to the lake, you'll have a few hours to go fish. So that's what we're doing. I got all kinds of stuff still tied on from Sam Rayburn. I have no idea what the bite is out here. Haven't been out here for 2 months, so we're gonna fish Sam Rayburn baits out here in sunny, clear San Diego. So we're gonna see how it goes. And if you guys have been watching my content for a while, you'll know that I've been talking about Waterland sunglasses a lot this year. And one, because they're one of my sponsors. Two, because they make great sunglasses. And if you've been listening to me talk about it, you'll know that I've been saying that I wear the Ashors on the water a lot, which I do. And primarily, if I remember to take off the Hybros, which I got on right now, and put the Ashors on, I like to do that because I like that fuller frame for on the water. But if you're somebody that doesn't have the money to go out and buy 2 pairs of sunglasses, 1 pair to wear off the water, 1 pair to wear on the water, then just get whatever you like. The Hybros, like I'm wearing right now, are also really good out in the water. You just don't get that full frame to block as much sunlight, but you still can see into the water really, really well. As I was walking down the launch ramp, you could just see all the rocks, all that riprap behind me. You could just see down into the water, see fish swimming around, stuff like that. So still a great pair of sunglasses for you guys to wear out on the water or off the water. If you want to see the specific glasses that I wear, make sure to check out the link that's down in the description of today's video. I got links to both the Ashors and the Hybros that I wear. And yeah, if you use my discount code LUNA10 on the Waterland website or on the Sixth Sense website, you're gonna be able to get some money off those sunglasses. So go to waterlandcode.com, use code LUNA10, or you can go to the sixthsensefishing.com and use my code LUNA10 and get the sunglasses there as well. But that's it, let's go fishing, let's go catch a few fish. So I don't even really know what we got tied on still from Rayburn, but we're gonna take the swing head football jig out. We'll take the fluke out. That's actually a Carolina rigged fluke. I don't know about that guy. Definitely gonna take the frog out. I don't know if there's a frog bite, but it's post spawn, so you never know. And we're definitely gonna take the crankbait out. I think this is a 10-footer. Might be a little shallow for what I wanna do. And then we also have the Wake, Sixth Sense Wake bait. And we're gonna take that guy out too. And we'll see what happens the rest of the day. I wonder if I have a Carolina rig still tied on. That's always a good one around here. Looks like the Carolina rig got busted off, so if we want to throw that, we'll have to retie. Well guys, if you watch my Rayburn content, you'll know that this bait right here did a lot of damage for me, caught me a ton of fish. It's a do it mold swing head football jig comboed up with the Sixth Sense stroker craw. Thing caught a ton of fish for me, and I'm pretty sure it will for you guys too. So definitely check out the Core X swinging football jigs that Sixth Sense has, and then the stroker craws. And if you make your own tackle, this is definitely a good one to get too, this do it mold swing head football jig. Here's a fish, little guy, but we got a fish on after work fast. There we go, not bad. Switched it up to the old spinnerbait. A little windy. We had some mud lines and stuff. Little post-spawn fry garter, I'm sure, but did a number on my spinnerbait. But we'll take it. We'll take it. So the last time I fished this lake, the water was a lot lower and there was a lot of rock. There wasn't a lot of brush. Like you can see right in front of me right now, there's that tree out there, and that stuff was all out of water. It was just a lot of rock, and the water was starting to come up, but the water hadn't been low enough for those trees to grow back. So I was hoping that that swing head with the stroker crawl was going to do the deal, but there's just too much brush and I kept hanging it up. So I threw a couple other baits and then decided to go with the spinnerbait, because at this lake I like throwing the spinnerbait when it's windy, it gets a little bit of a mud line, there's some trees in the water, and as soon as I did, I picked it up, started throwing it, caught a little one. But you know what, when you're just coming after work just trying to get a couple bites, you can't complain if they're little or not. Hopefully you guys can hear me, but I picked up the stroker crawl with that swing head again. I really want to see if I can get a bite doing this. Right now I'm really close to the bank, but I'm still in 10 foot of water, and I'm casting this bait out into deeper water and hopefully just going to drag it up this bank. And up in front of me is where I really want to fish, and there's a bunch of rocks, not as much brush, so I'm hoping that as I kind of just tick this thing over those rocks, I can pick up the fish. But I'd like to see if I can catch some fish at home doing this. I did in like early February, late February, something like that. I caught some fish with a hog walla doing this, but it was a little bit different conditions, different time of year. But I feel like this might be one of those baits that I can maybe throw out here that not a lot of other people do. Cover water with it, fish a little bit differently, and maybe catch some fish that other people aren't. There's one. There's one. That guy ate it on the fall. Feels like a decent fish too. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. Oh yeah, that's a solid one. Little wacky worm did the trick. Let's get in the boat. There we go. There we go. That's a good one. It's a nice little 2-pounder. Nice little 2-pounder. Can't complain with that. I'll take that little post spawner. Post spawner. One of the best ways to support my channel is to buy your tackle through omniafishing.com using my affiliate link. Any purchases made earn me a commission. Save the link that you see right here and use it every single time you go to Omnia Fishing so I can receive credit off of those purchases. Save the link by clicking the star, which will then save it as a bookmark. The next step is to click done, and then you can retrieve that bookmark by simply clicking on the bookmark tab that you see here, and then by clicking on the Omnia Fishing link. You can also follow me on omniafishing.com and see my favorite products, tackle lists that I've created for you, and if it's your first time shopping, use my code LUNAFIRST15 and you can save 15% off your first purchase. So something you guys really want to take note on that last fish is that the first one that I caught way up shallow was a small one. It was a rat. And then this last one on the Wacky Rig wasn't a giant by any means, but it was definitely a better quality fish, and it was out off the bank. So a lot of times what these post-spawn fish are going to do is they're going to get off of the bank, and the bigger ones are going to come out to some of these outside pieces of cover, pieces of structure and stuff like that, and that's what you want to focus on. So I started fishing this Wacky Rig out in a little bit deeper water. I mean, I'm probably fishing a little bit of a high spot in about 20 foot of water, which I know is deep for a lot of places. But if deep for you is 10 foot or something like that, just fish those first pieces of cover out off the bank, and a lot of times that's where your better post-spawn fish are going to be. Those females that after they're done spawning, they're going to go out to those first pieces of cover out in deeper water, and that's where they're going to start to feed up and start feeding again after they've spawned. So if you're having a hard time catching any kind of quality up shallow, you know, try hitting some of those rock piles, grass lines, brush piles that are out off of the bank a little bit, and you might find yourself catching a little bit better quality fish. I pulled into this area right here, and I was hoping it was going to be a little bit more wind protected, and I'm going to throw the 6th Vega frog around. I'm hoping that maybe there's some fish sitting in some of these brush piles that are right along the bank. And you know, frog's a big fish bait, so you never know, you might catch a big one doing it. But we're gonna give this a shot, and then we might pick up the Wacky Rig a little bit more, spinnerbait, something like that. But hopefully we can get another fish or two. Well, we're going to the last spot. Wish me luck. Hopefully we can get at least one more before the day's over. Oh man, I had the last one on. Well guys, that's it. I had one last fish right at the end that came off, unfortunately, but that's just how it goes. But you know what, for a couple hours after I got off work, I can't complain. Got a few different bites out here. Wacky rigging, stickworm was the one that got the 2 bites, and then I got one on a spinnerbait. I think if I would have thrown the spinnerbait a little bit more, might have got another bite or 2. But it is what it is, can't complain. Got out here, caught a couple fish, and hope you enjoyed today's quick video, and I will see you guys next time. See ya!